Good evening, YouTube, my soul tribe, the ether, and the cosmos. And no, they are not the same. Of course, this is your girl Mighty Mocha tuning in for Timely Tuesday. I'm gonna be honest, I started not to do a video. As you can hear from my man voice, I'm tired. It's been a long day, but I'm tired in a good way. So I wanted to come on for just a couple of minutes and hope that I could share some good energy because I feel good about the day that I had, and hopefully you can feel good about the day that you had. So, Tommy Tuesday, I just kept hearing, I don't know why, I don't know if you guys know Diana Ross song, I'm Coming Out, and but it popped in my head, and it's for somebody. I don't know who. It could be for me. I just might not be aware. So I said last night I felt so good pulling live cards as I did my dialogue or what have you, or after I did my dialogue, that I was like, yeah, I kind of like that. I want to do a little bit more of that. So anyway, Timely Tuesday. Oh, we got here. Timely Tuesday. And I just thought that I would start trying to, continue to spread love and inspiration and encouragement to those who may need it, whether you know you need it or not. We all kind of do. And just kind of feed off of the energy that is out there. And so that's what I'm trying to do, just feed off of positive energy. But I kept also thinking about sort of like the recent dreams and downloads that I received. And I was laughing because I was telling my sister last night kind of like the difference between when you have a dream versus, a download. I've had downloads when I've been awake. I've had them in the midst of doing other things. But what I have noticed over the past 6 weeks is that there has been some recurring energies in the messages that I've been receiving. And those messages have been about time and change and transformation. And so I just kind of wanted to pull a couple of cards, and I hope that, you guys are all working on, to hell with the spirit of 2021 and a new year. Like I said, a couple of nights ago, I think my sound off Sunday. I hope that you are always working on transforming yourself, your energy, and becoming a little bit more in tune to what it is you have to offer, who you are, and what you have the capacity to do and be, and who you have the capacity to be. So my Timely Tuesday was just about like these recurring things, and getting things that folks are caught up like in the matrix. So, quick story. So schools use like these matrix, which we would call mantras, but they use like these statements that they have kids make, and they're called, matrix, called the matrix, and the school matrix, and they have them kind of recite these mantras about, them being their best selves, their highest selves, and all that other stuff. But I just thought it was weird that they would refer to it as a matrix statement versus a mantra. And I'm wondering how much of that is predicated off of how people feel about spiritual and religious practices. But my granddaughters and I talk freely, just like I did with my daughters when they were young. And, my oldest granddaughter understood the movie The Matrix and felt kind of some kind of way about them referring to their mantra as a matrix. So anyway, that's just a little sidebar conversation. But okay. All right. Okay. I was just about to say thank you. I had some cards flip out. Okay, I'm gonna take these. And as always, I want to thank those of you who tune in whenever you are able to tune in. And Oh, goodness. Yeah. Okay, this one came out, and then this one came out. Whenever you're able to tune in, listen to my content, like, share it, subscribe to my channel. And as you guys know, I thank those who do not. Um, like I said, I know that I have the power to transform all energies into something positive. And so that's what I focus on. So I don't have my selenite stick because it's charging. But so I'll just use you, little guy. So I pulled the Three of Cups, and I think this is a wonderful message to send and to receive for whomever it is that is willing to receive it. But I pulled the Three of Cups. They just popped out. I was shuffling. Three of them came out. The Three of Cups is always, for some, looked at as a third party energy, but for me, I look at it as like gathering with friends and celebrating and happy times, and there is abundance there, and there is um wealth. And this is Mercury in Cancer, which we have a full moon tomorrow. I think it's a Capricorn moon though, but we have a full moon tomorrow. But this is definitely about how the moon has influence on the water and on your feelings. And I think, they're splashing around, they're jovial, everyone's happy, everybody's getting along. And I just hope that this is the energy that is crowning the read, because if so, then it's going to be a wonderful little mini read. And so then what popped out right after that was the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is like fire of water, which are opposing factions and energies. But as always, the sword is pointing up because it's leading the way and it shows a clear path. There are the three birds there, which I always look at as messengers, but it also is symbolic of like how the intelligence is being woven together with the emotions, and the actions, proper actions can be taken um, once you have created some balance between your emotions and your intellect, right? And the white horse, I did have to read up on the white horse, and I'm glad I did, but it does symbolize like, oh, what is it? What was it? Kind of, so like mental strength, mental agility, and mental strength. Um, and you see the white horse is firm and charging forward, but this is also a card of passion, and we'll get to that. But yeah, this is also a card of passion, but this is about using your mind and your intellect, but also being able to and being rational while being idealistic, right? But being able to blend these three factions together to get what you want and to forge ahead. And then what flipped out is what I call my God card, which is the 4 is 10 and 3 is 13. 3 plus 1 is 4. But this is like a Phoenix card. It's linked with Scorpio, and it's death and rebirth. And this is having the ability to pick yourself up and rise from your own ashes and release detachments and entanglements that no longer serve you. Is rooted in like shedding the old self, and which is burned away in this fire, and rebirthing yourself new and free and vibrant and energetic. Also like shame, this is like letting go of your ego, letting go of shame, letting go of fear, um having a widened consciousness and girth in terms of your intellectual capacities. And this is about making sure that you are able to move from being in an antagonistic frame of mind, which is all this heat and this fire down here, to one that is of a more Aquarian energy, which is more peaceful and holistic and unified. It is about, definitely, anybody knows anything about the rising of the Phoenix, is about renewal and passion, right? So I thought that I think this is beautiful. I think it's brilliant. And I think it's time. I think it's time for a lot of us to shed some of our old ways that are really not doing us justice and learning. Like for me, I've had to learn how to be flexible in my new capacities, professional capacities, even in my personal life. I have learned how to gain new energy, gain new perspectives on things. And oh, okay, all right, and yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Art, temperance, and this is a Sag energy. What do we say? What did we just say? This is about. This is why I say these are recurring themes. This is nothing new under the sun, and I'm not trying to be redundant. Um, this is alive. Normally, I pull and just kind of see what the energies are on, but this reminds me of the Hierophant card, right? This is duality. Look at that. Look at the light and the dark side, the yin and the yang. This is all about duality. This is about um, the integration of opposing energies, right? And I know for me, sometimes I could be very pushy, I could be bossy, I could be very hot-headed, and hearing and seeing and thinking about myself in that way sometimes is disturbing to me. So I've had to work on making some changes and finding some middle ground and middle passageway. And that's what you see here, just like that middle ground is light here. Even though there's light there, there's light, even much more light there. And I don't know, like this is about being able to reconcile paradoxical situations, like knowing that, and I'm not going to say concessions or conforming, but it's about seeing all sides and understanding both sides and being willing to um, find middle ground so that everybody can be fulfilled. Even the sign up here, I think it's the sign, I did look this up once before, so I kind of remember it because it reminds me of a tarot reader, the ghetto nun, but that's the symbol of the nun, and it is or fish, and it represents change. And so I just I really just kind of encourage you guys to do what you need to do to make peace with situations and circumstances that no longer serve you so that you can have your abundance, right? So that you can have your abundance and so that you can use your intellect and use your emotion and your mental strength um, to get you to the point where you want to be. Spirit, okay. I'm gonna ask for one more. No, that's not one. That's about 10. This is nice for a timely Tuesday. Oh, I got two. Oh, wow. Okay. So I got the trying to get this to focus if I just work in reverse with the camera. Four of Wands. Completion. What did we just say? I like this. I like this read. I do. I'm glad I came on. I started not to, but I'm glad I came on. And as you'll see, the wheel is turning, but it's somebody on both ends to help balance it out, right? And there is structure there, and they have a process that they are using to turn that wheel forward and still maintain what is happening in the midst of this nonsense that may be occurring below them. And this is about harmony and new beginnings. And to top it off, I pulled the victory card. Oh, I'm knocking stuff down. But the card that came out directly after that was the victory card. And the victory card is a Six of Wands. And I don't know, I just feel like this is beautiful energy. I feel like the Six of Wands just kind of is Jupiter and Leo, which is why you see the fire, so much fire. But it's about It's about being flexible. What did I say? I ain't talking about giving in and conforming. It's about being flexible. It's about choosing your battles and finding healthy, new, creative ways and energies to make things happen. It's about a win-win situation for everyone. And having like these moments where, like, if you look at her, try to get it to focus again. She's holding up her torch, but her torch almost looks like a mask, right? Like the mask was taken off. Um, and that she is using creative energy to get her like success and breakthrough. And we will end as we began with recognition and celebration and joy. Um, I'm gonna claim this read for my damn self. I just feel like I've been putting the work in. I can't speak for nobody else. Y'all know what I say. Somebody else can read these cards and come up with something totally different. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about me. So I'm going to really soak this in and marinate on it and be glad that it came my way. And I am satiated with what I see before me. Like, this is a beautiful ass read. It's so much illumination and light here. And it's not to say that there hasn't been some challenges and some darkness and some moments of trials and tribulations, but at the end, there's been a victory. There's a completion of a cycle. There's a renewal of energy and passion. There is strength and mental agility and um, skill sets, and we end as we begin. So on that note, I'm gonna put my little crystal down, and I'm gonna thank you all for your support as always. Remember to like, share, comment on my content, subscribe to my channel. And as I always say, it kind of helps get the algorithms up so that I can get more views and spread more positivity through YouTube. And I will most likely be here tomorrow for Wishful Wednesday. I'm not going to make any promises because I got a bunch of meetings, even school meetings for my grand queens at the close of the day. So it just all depends on how tapped in and tapped out I feel. Excuse me, as you know, it's my goal to come through, be consistent. I'm proud that it's week 6, and I can say, with the exception of one of my sound off Sundays that I forgot about, I did forget, I can be transparent, that I forgot about. I posted a video 6 days a week for 6 weeks. So I'm gonna clap for my damn self. And as always, you know how I do it, universe. I send you guys and wish you all the peace, love, light, and happiness in the universe. Okay? One.